Hey guys, and welcome back to another Woodbrew video. This week we are showing all our brand new shop. Well, new to us. And also thank you to WD40 for sponsoring this week's video.
So many of y'all have seen us working on the office side of things. In fact, we have a full playlist going of all the renovation videos. You can check them out up there. We'll also link them down below if you want to check all that out. But now we're moving on to the shop side of things that you guys haven't seen.
The reason for this video is so we can get your suggestions on what we should do to this space. So if you have any ideas during the course of the video, leave a comment down below so we can see them.
So let's start off with an overview of the building. You guys have already seen our office. It's about 200 square feet. And then just across the breezeway, we have a separate room that has a roll-up garage door. It's 17 by 17. And then it has an additional 5 by 12 little storage room in between the office and the shop. That gives us a total of about 350 square feet roughly of shop space. So yeah, that's what we're working with.
So this building is around 100 years old and was used as a dairy farm, so all the walls are Clay City brick with plaster and all the trusses are full dimension heart pine.
So first things first, we're gonna start off with the immediate problems we have. I'm gonna have to read these off because it's a lot. So the first thing is that this building was used to milk cows. The floor is extremely unlevel because they needed to wash the room out, so there's a trough down the middle. So yeah, there's about 8 inches of difference between the center of the room and the back and front of the room, meaning that it would require a lot of concrete to get it level, or we'd have to backfill it with some sort of clay first and then fill in concrete again. So yeah, that's the first major problem. Second major problem is that it's got a tin ceiling in there and horrible lighting. The tin ceiling makes it extremely loud whenever you're using any power tools. It's also a bit echoey. And then the lighting obviously is just bad for video. It's old for fluorescent lights. Anyway, so problem number 3 is that the 5 by 12 closet is kind of a waste of space. We could use it to store things, but it's pretty inefficient in as small of a space as we have. So yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. And lastly, we don't have a bathroom, which is a big problem.
That's a bad problem.
It's a bad problem to have. Now, we're close to our house, so we can go back to the house and use the restroom, but it's something that we're gonna have to fix. So yeah, that's the immediate problems. And that's just sort of the big problems. There's lots of little problems too.
Before we go into detail about all the things we want to change, we want to stop and talk about this WD40 product. Our door to our office has been squeaking like no other, and it's about to drive us crazy. Today we're sticking to the original WD40 multi-use product with the easy reach flexible straw to lubricate our door hinges so we don't actually go crazy. The flexible straw helps to get in those hard to reach places, especially if you're short like me. There's a link down below for more information on this product and much more. That's crazy how well that just worked. We literally just put it on like 30 seconds ago and it's already not squeaking.
So here are the improvements that we want to make, and again, I'm going to read off the list because it's kind of a lot. The first one is we want to knock down the wall that separates the shop from the storage room, the 5 by 12 storage room. Knock that wall down. It's Clay City brick with plaster on it. It's not load bearing or anything, but it's going to be probably a monster to get down and make look good again. So yeah, that's the first big task to handle. I think that'll be way more efficient use of the space, not having that all closed off. And then the second big thing is figuring out how to make the floor level. So we have a couple options there. We could backfill with some clay and then hire someone to come in and do concrete work, which is gonna be really expensive because it's inside of a building, so they can't really do form boards in here to level things. So you kind of need a specialty team to do it, at least from what I've heard. So the option that we're thinking about going, and if any of y'all have done this before, please let us know, is we're actually gonna deck out the floor. So it's gonna be like a regular deck, except it's gonna have OSB subfloor on top of it, which is gonna be slightly taller than if we would just do concrete by about 1 inch or so. So we're not losing that much headroom, but we are losing a little bit. But what it will do for us, it'll be easier on our feet. We can run electrical and our dust collection underneath the floor. And yeah, so I think it's a good idea. But this is one of those major things that we want your guys' advice on before we go ahead and do it.
Or if you have any other ideas that we just haven't thought about yet,
please let us know.
Yeah.
So after we get the floor decked, we get the wall torn down, we'll tackle the ceiling, or in some order we will. We'll tackle the ceiling at some point and tear down all that tin, and then we're just gonna leave all the trusses exposed like we've done in the office, and then we're gonna tackle lighting. So lighting's a big one. We don't know if we wanna go, well, we think we wanna go with LED, but we don't know if we wanna go with pendant lights, if we wanna go with sort of like your traditional fluorescent panel shop lights that are LED. I'm not really sure. If you guys have experience with that, I'd be very happy to hear from that as well, especially from a video standpoint, would be much appreciated.
So the last thing that we're going to do is paint all the walls and paint the floor just to tidy everything up. And then we want to figure out the whole bathroom situation. Not really sure how we're going to do that. Probably something eco-friendly.
It's definitely going to have to be off-grid because we don't want to tie into the septic service. I'm not even sure if there's a septic tank here or we'd have to go to city services. And then we just get into all sorts of permitting issues, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with and we don't want to deal with. So we want to try to figure out some sort of off-grid solution. It's very eco-friendly, maybe composting. I'm not sure. If you guys have done anything like that, let us know. And lastly, the very last thing is some new shop furniture. Just gonna be fun. So yeah, that's the plans. That's the ideas for the new shop space. Love to hear you guys' thoughts. And if you have any experience with anything, or if you have any suggestions, like anything at all, like I wish I put in air system in my shop so that I could have drop down air stuff. I don't know, anything. Let us know.
Yeah, we read all the comments, so let us know anything you think would be beneficial for us.
And then you guys will see these videos coming out very shortly of us actually starting on this. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next week.